Okie dokie. So, welcome everybody. So, we're gonna be doing today a 60-minute yin practice to restore, to refresh, to detox. So, this is particularly good if you're wanting to shift some stagnant energy that's sort of accumulated in your body, if you're feeling kind of foggy in your mind and you need to sort of clear that fog in order that you can think clearer, see clearer, and basically move through life with more clarity. So, welcome to this class. I'm Rachel Fearnley. I'm the founding director of the Pineapple House Bali, where I'm filming this class from. And this is a donation-based class. If you're watching it on Instagram, and then please head over to our Facebook group, Whole Health, where we're also live streaming, where this class will actually be saved. So you can come back and watch it again and again and again. It's donation-based, so pay what you can or not at all if that's not in your remit at the moment. And if that's the case, then we invite you with love and pleasure to experience all these practices that we have going in the group for free. So myself and Lucy will be sharing, and already have been sharing, quite a lot of our practices over the last sort of week or two, and we're also starting to invite other practitioners in over the coming days and weeks to share their practices also on a donation basis. So stay tuned for that, and please invite your friends to come and share and join in with these practices. So there'll be a link, a PayPal link, with this post on Whole Health if you are wanting to donate any money. So let's begin. So just make sure that you've got something comfortable to lie on, whether it's a mat or just a towel or a blanket, just something soft, so that particularly if we're on our knees, then they have some padding. And just make sure you've got some props. So they may not be official yoga props, and if not, then you can just use like pillows, cushions, anything that's soft. And just take one of those cushions and just sit up on the edge of it. And we're just going to start with a short grounding practice. So just settling down into your seat. Grow your spine nice and long. Feel your sit bones ground down to the earth. Soften the shoulders from the ears. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Just soften all the muscles of your face. And just begin to take some deeper breaths. Just inviting some longer, deeper, fuller breaths into your body. And just notice how your body responds to your breath. Notice the gentle expansion of your body as you inhale, and that pulling back to center, that contraction as you exhale. And just keep your awareness rested on the breath in this way. Notice the different parts of your body that move as you breathe. And then take 3 more full deep breaths. Beautiful. Then begin to open up through the eyes. We're going to come into our first pose. So we're going to come into a variation of child's pose. So we'll start on all fours. And from all fours, just taking your hips back to your feet. So here, if having your feet, your ankles extended to straight and pressure from your body down on them doesn't feel so good, you can take a blanket or a towel, roll it up, and place it under your ankles for a little extra support. Another option is to take a cushion or a pillow and place it between your bum and your feet. So we're going to begin to extend our body forwards. But then when we've extended our body forwards, we're then going to walk our hands over to the right side. So we open up through the left side of the body. Make sure that both sit bones are still grounded down to the feet or the cushion, so you're not tilted up on one side, both are grounding down. And then just soften your head down. So we have this gentle stretching through the left side of the body. And you can either turn your head to face the right, or you can have your head facing down, whatever feels good. And just allow a few moments to settle. And then take a nice full deep breath in. And as you exhale, just feel your body beginning to melt and relax and releasing the tension of the day. Allow your shoulders to release. Feel the muscles of the face getting softer. And feel your hips, your whole pelvic bowl just weighting down towards the earth. And feel this real sense of yielding towards the earth, allowing gravity to really take effect over the body. Notice if you might be resisting anywhere, resisting letting go, resisting releasing. And as you take yourself through each exhale, just see that as an opportunity to soften and relax and release a little bit more. So each time you find your mind wandering off, just come back to your breath. Come back to this constant ebb and flow of breath and expansion and contraction of your body. might notice over time that your body just begins to release and relax some more. You might notice these different layers of relaxation, of releasing, of letting go that come over. And then take yourself through 5 more breaths here. And then very slowly, at the end of that last breath, just bring yourself back to center, and you can either just rest here in center or lift yourself up to a seat or just come into any neutral position. So it might be even extending your body out onto the floor. But just pausing here in center. And take some deeper breaths. And just notice how the body feels. Notice the difference between the 2 sides of the body. And take another full deep breath in. And deep breath out. And we're going to come on to the other side. So just coming back into your child's pose position. Extend your body out. And then walk your hands over to the other side. So I'm just going to spin myself round so I can continue talking to you in that direction. But you just stay where you are. So just take the arms over. Soften the head down. And then take a nice full breath here. And as you exhale, just settle your body, settle your mind. Notice what parts of your body are feeling tense or tight. And without judgment, just direct your breath to those spaces. Inhaling a little more expansiveness and space through the body. And exhaling, we give ourselves permission to soften. And then take 5 more slow breaths here. And then from where you are, just walking yourself back, coming back to center, and just lying yourself onto the floor. And just rest and pause on the floor for a few breaths. And take another full deep breath in. And long breath out. So now just making your way back up to a seat. And we're going to come into a butterfly pose. Just a nice simple shape. Have a little bit of a wider distance between your groins and your feet, so rather than being up super close, just take it a little bit wider. Once again, if you are a little tighter through the back of your body, then have something that you can sit up on the edge of so that you're not slumping back. If your knees are really high, if you're quite tight, sort of through the groins and through the outer hips, then grab something. It doesn't have to be yoga blocks. It can be books, cereal boxes, pillows, under your knees. And just allow then some space and some relaxation through your groins. Then we're going to fold forward. So taking any props or bolsters, if you're quite tight, again through that back line, you might need quite a few things in order that you can rest your head. Okay, it might look like that. It might look like this. You may not need a prop at all. So just settle yourself into your shape. If you're not there already, take a nice full breath in, and as you exhale, just begin to gently roll yourself down. Take a little bit of time to set yourself up. You might notice if you're not sure if you need support, sometimes what can happen under your knees is that we think we're okay, and then after a minute or two we start to experience kind of shaky legs. So if that happens, then just grab some support and place it underneath. And just fold yourself down. I invite you to turn the palms up to face the sky, just to resist any desire or need to kind of effort or pull or push. And closing down your eyes if they're not closed already. And just feel the back of your body melting and softening. Feel your inner hips, your groins beginning to release and relax. So in Chinese medicine, in the 5-element theory, detoxification, rejuvenation connects to the element of wood in the season of spring. It's a time when, after we've lain dormant in winter, where stagnation naturally occurs, it's time for us to detox, to cleanse. This idea of sort of out with the old and in with the new. Letting go of that which has accumulated over winter. So during this class we'll be focusing a lot on sort of twisting, extending through our laterals in order to target the meridians of the kidneys and the gallbladder, which connect to the season of spring and the element of wood. Notice where you're tightening or gripping. And then feel into what it would be like to be just 1% more relaxed, 1% more spacious, 1% clearer in your mind and in your body. How would that feel? What would that look like? Five more deep breaths. And then slowly, when you're ready, with your hands pushing against the earth, roll yourself back up. Just taking the props off to one side and once again transition into a neutral position. So it might be lying on your back, it might just simply be sitting upright with your legs extended, just whatever feels right for you right now. And just pause and reflect. So these pauses between our main yin shapes are an opportunity for us to really dive a little deeper into our experience, to notice what's coming up, to be present. Take a full deep breath in. And deep breath out. And slowly lifting yourself up. And we're going to come into our next shape, which is a wide-legged seat. So there's a few options here. So for some of you, coming and sitting with both legs out, stretched wide, perhaps won't be that feasible right now. So if that's you, then take one foot in towards your groin. Okay, so maybe take your right foot in towards your groin, your left leg outstretched. For those of you who can take both legs out, take both legs out. And once again, as I mentioned in the previous shape, if you find that your position is kind of rounded, you feel like you've got to hold on to something to stop yourself falling back, then again, come and prop up your butt on the edge of a cushion or a pillow. Okay, then from here we're going to come into a lateral extension. So again, there's quite a few options. So first option is maybe your right foot is into your groin. So option number one for a lateral extension, actually, if you're really tight through the back of your body and this is already kind of enough, then just tilting your head to the left, that's enough. Okay, if you can go a little deeper, then extend your left arm to the side, tilt your head to the left. Maybe drape your right arm behind your back, or you can just drape it behind the back of your head. Maybe if you have something like cushions or books or blocks, or you can place a block, you can support the head with the hand or a fist. You can take the arm over. And then we've obviously maybe got different levels. Maybe the elbow just rests on the leg, or maybe it comes onto the floor. Okay, so you just choose where you're at, what feels right for you right now. So we could have a kickstand. We can just simply have the head going to the side. We can support the head with the hand. And just do what feels right. If by hinging over to the side your chest completely collapses to the floor, just come up a little bit more, okay? Because we really want to get the extension through the side of the body, not through the back of the body. So have a little play around. Allow your feet to get soft and your breath to get deep. Close down your eyes. Allow your breath to remain smooth and soft. So we use our breath really as a compass during our practice, and that we always want to be able to maintain a soft, smooth breath. If you get to a point in a shape where your breath becomes quite jagged, it becomes more challenging to breathe smoothly, then it means that you've taken your body too far for this style of practice. So just ease up a bit until you can connect back to that fluid, smooth breath. And 5 more breaths on this side. Stay present to each and every one. And then really slowly lifting yourself up and finding center. So maybe finding center with both legs still out, or maybe just coming to sit cross-legged. Whatever it is, just a neutral shape where you can just sit and observe. Notice how the body feels. Notice how the breath feels. And take another full breath in. Deep breath out. And come on to the other side. So if you had both legs out, take both legs out again. If you only had one leg out, one leg in, this time tuck your left foot into your groin, have your right leg extended out. And then once again, I'm going to come over into that lateral extension. So perhaps it just simply is having your head tilted to the right. Maybe your arm is out, your head is tilted, maybe your arm, the left arm is behind your back, or maybe behind your head. Or maybe you're able to support your head with your hands. So again, if you notice that your chest is collapsing to the floor, just don't go as deeply into that lateral extension, because we really want to feel it all through that side body. So if you're feeling it more through the back, just come up a little bit more. Take a nice full deep breath in. And as you exhale, just allow your body to soften. And settle into this shape. Resisting any desires to fidget. Just remain in stillness. Just noticing what's there, just noticing what comes up. So the element of wood and the season of spring relates to this idea of renewal. But it also relates strongly to our vision, not only our actual physical vision, but also our inner vision, our inner guide, our inner compass. So what we often find is that when we've given ourselves time to rest in winter, when we've cleared out the space, when we've let go of the things that don't serve us anymore, and we've truly rested, it's in that time of rest that we're able to dream. And then as we transition into spring, those dreams turn into visions. And we're able to connect on a deeper level to our purpose, to our Dharma. But when we're not able to offer ourselves up the rest that we need in the winter period, our dreams are foggy and cloudy, our purpose is very vague. And what arises from that can be a sense of frustration or anger and even rage. So as a global community, we've been projected all into winter. We've all been made to slow down and sit and reflect. So just noticing what's your relationship to this period of reflection. Is there resistance? Are you creating fog and cloud? Or are you leaning into it with acceptance and grace? So that as we move into spring again, once this period of time is over, you move into spring with clarity, with freshness, with a spring in your step, and with a real felt sense for life. And take 5 more breaths here. And as you breathe in and out, just really feeling that space in the left side body. Take another full breath in. Full breath out. And then slowly, slowly, slowly releasing. And coming back up to center. And once again, just pausing in center. That might be lying down. Might be sitting upright. Just sitting or lying, resting in a neutral position for a few breaths. One more full breath in and full breath out. Beautiful. So our next shape. So making sure that you've got a pillow or a cushion of some description. So we're going to come into a shape called deer. Now deer is one of the most grounding, restorative positions that we can do. So especially if you're feeling really untethered, really unsettled, like your sleep is very challenging, you don't fall to sleep easy, then this is a really great position to come into. So sit, take your pillow or cushion, place it to your outer left hip, have your feet nice and wide, feet on the floor, knees bent, and then just lower the knees down to the left side. So your legs make kind of like a W shape. And then from here, Put one hand in front of your body, one hand behind on the fingertips. Push through the fingertips to lengthen. Rotate in the direction of your cushion or pillow, and then just begin to lower yourself down over the pillow. So you want your chest to be on the pillow, so you're not lying on your side, you're actually lying with the whole of the chest on the pillow. So this is a really nice twist as well. And then you can either have your head facing in the direction of your knees, and that'll be a softer twist, or you can turn your head to face away from your knees, and that'll be a deeper twist. So just see what feels right for your body right now. So just allow time again to get yourself set up. And then take a nice full deep breath in. And deep breath out. And allow your body to settle here. Five deep breaths here. And then slowly lift yourself up. And just pause in center. Just pausing in whatever shape feels natural. And just notice how you feel. Take another breath in, another breath out. And then just shifting your pillow, your cushions to the opposite side. Take your feet on the floor, feet nice and wide, and then just lower your knees over to the right. So again, making sure you've got that W shape of your legs. Hands on the floor, lift on your inhale, rotate and lower down as you exhale. And again, having the front of your chest on the cushion. If you face your head away from your knees, it's a twist, and if you face your head towards your knees, it's a softer twist. So again, just soften yourself down. Take a nice full deep breath in. And exhale, just allow your body to melt. Five more breaths. And then slowly, using your hands against the earth, bring yourself up. We're going to bring ourselves down onto our back. Just rolling yourself down. Take your knees into your chest just to balance out through the body, just for a couple of breaths. And then extend your legs out to the earth, preparing for Shavasana. Just extending the legs out. Allow the feet just to fall out to the sides, your arms to rest a little apart from the body. And just remaining here, allowing the effects of the practice to really settle into your being. And I'll tell you when it's time to come out. So begin to take a few deeper breaths. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, stretching your arms out behind you, reach all the way through your body. Taking your knees back into your chest, roll over to one side of your body. And then slowly and gently bring yourself back to a seat, just sitting with your eyes closed. And just pausing here for a moment. Take a nice full deep breath in. And long breath out through the mouth. And do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. And then gather your hands together in front of your heart. Bowing yourself down. Namaste. Thank you everybody for tuning in to this Yin practice. So if you're watching live, if you're wanting to donate in our whole health group, there is a link beneath the video. If you're on Instagram, head over to our Whole Health with Rachel and Lucy Facebook group, where this class will be saved, and there's many more classes and more classes coming from us and from other practitioners. And please invite your friends to this group and enable them to also share some of these beautiful practices. Have an awesome day.